G'day, folks. I'm Dr. Zoe Mitchell, and I've been a urologist here in Melbourne for over 20 years. Today we're tackling a topic that honestly doesn't get talked about enough, and that's how blokes over 60 can safely maintain their intimate health through masturbation. Yeah, I said it. Now, before you click away thinking this is going to be awkward or inappropriate, hear me out. This is proper medical advice that could genuinely improve your quality of life, your physical health, and your mental well-being. So stick with me. Let me ask you something straight up. Have you ever wondered if the way you're touching your body today is still what you actually need now that you've hit 60 or beyond? It's not a question most blokes chat about down at the pub, is it? But it's one that deserves an honest conversation. Over my 2 decades in practice, I've had countless men come into my clinic with concerns about their sexual health, their desire, their bodies, and they're often confused about what's normal and what isn't. Many reckon they should have left that part of their lives behind years ago. But here's the truth, and I want you to really hear this. Your sexuality doesn't just disappear when you hit a certain age. It changes, sure, but it doesn't vanish. This video isn't about performance or proving anything to anyone. It's an honest invitation to look at your body with fresh eyes, because what worked for you at 30 might not work the same way at 65. And that's not a failure, mate. That's just life. Your body evolves, and it needs different care. Today, I'm going to give you a proper breakdown, no judgment, about how to reconnect with your pleasure safely and healthily, because your intimate well-being still matters. Your body still deserves attention and respect. All right, so here's what we're covering today. I'm going to walk you through 3 common mistakes blokes make after 60, 5 practical steps for safe practice, and then I'll answer some of the most frequently asked questions I get in my clinic. Sound good? Let's dive in. First things first. Masturbation after 60 isn't just normal. It's actually bloody beneficial for your health. Unfortunately, heaps of older men carry around this outdated idea that wanting intimate pleasure at this age is somehow inappropriate or shameful. But the medical evidence tells a completely different story. Your desire doesn't disappear with age. It just transforms. And understanding this is absolutely key to maintaining healthy sexual function. From a medical standpoint, self-stimulation has multiple proven benefits. Number 1, it promotes blood circulation to the penis, which is crucial for maintaining erectile function and preventing tissue atrophy. Number 2, it stimulates the prostate gland, helping keep it active and healthy, which is essential for preventing common complications in older age. Plus, during orgasm, your body releases a whole cocktail of chemicals that help reduce cortisol. That's your stress hormone, which contributes to better mood and emotional balance. And as if that wasn't enough, it also promotes deeper, more restorative sleep because it relaxes your nervous system and creates a sense of well-being. This isn't about being obsessed with sex. It's about recognizing that pleasure is part of health. Giving yourself permission to explore your body with respect and care isn't selfish. It's actually a powerful way to connect with yourself and look after your physical and emotional well-being. Because yes, even after 60, you absolutely deserve to enjoy your body with freedom and dignity. Now, as we age, our bodies change, and that includes how we experience pleasure. After 60, many men start noticing that physical responses aren't as quick or intense as they used to be. But this doesn't mean something's broken. It's not a failure. It's a natural transformation that requires a new kind of attention and care. For example, your skin becomes thinner and more sensitive, which means it can get irritated more easily with intense friction. The nerve endings that used to respond quickly might now need more time or gentler stimulation to reach the same level of pleasure. Plus, blood vessels become more delicate and can get strained if you're not handling your body carefully, which affects circulation in intimate areas. Compared to your 20s or 30s, when your body seemed to function almost on autopilot, older blokes need a more conscious, slower, more attentive approach. And that's not a loss. That's evolution. Changing how you relate to your body doesn't mean you've lost your masculinity. It means you're entering a stage where pleasure can become deeper, more connected, and less impulsive. Think of it like changing gears to better appreciate the journey. Your body no longer responds to force. It responds to presence, to care, to gentleness. Accepting these changes isn't giving up. It's learning to listen to yourself with new ears, to touch yourself with new hands. Because what used to be quick and automatic can now be slow but more meaningful. And if you give yourself permission to adapt, you'll discover that pleasure hasn't disappeared, it's just taken a different form. Right. Now let's talk about the 3 most common mistakes I see blokes making. If you're doing any of these, no judgment. But it's time to make some changes. Mistake number 1. Rushing through it with tension and zero presence. After decades of associating pleasure with speed or with reaching a goal, your body acts almost on autopilot. Mechanical movements, distracted mind, shallow breathing. But this approach that might have worked in your youth becomes a serious problem after 60. Why? Because your nervous system no longer responds the same way under pressure. When you rush, your body goes into alert mode, your muscles tense up, blood vessels constrict, and instead of expanding to facilitate circulation, blood flow actually reduces, directly affecting your erection, sensitivity, and pleasure level. Plus, your mind doesn't relax, which prevents your body from fully immersing in the experience. This quick, automatic way of touching yourself can create dissatisfaction, emotional disconnection, and even physical discomfort. And the worst part is, if you repeat it frequently, your body learns to associate pleasure with tension rather than safety or enjoyment. The good news? This is fixable. How? Slow down, breathe deeply, create a calm, private space where there are no interruptions or external pressures. Give your body time. This isn't about lasting longer. It's about being more present. Masturbation isn't a race. It's an opportunity to reconnect with yourself. When you give your body conscious attention instead of automatic impulse, pleasure becomes more real, more lasting, and healthier. Mistake number 2. Using too much pressure. This one's a bit more subtle, but it's incredibly common. Many blokes don't even realize they're doing it. It often starts as an attempt to feel more when sensitivity seems to have decreased, but over time it becomes a repeated pattern that causes more harm than good. This habit, informally known as death grip syndrome, trains your body to respond only to a very specific type of stimulation. Strong, fast, intense, and artificial. The result? Progressive loss of sensitivity. The nerve endings in your penis, when constantly subjected to excessive friction and compression, start adapting by reducing their response. What used to cause pleasure now barely registers. Plus, this type of stimulation can create micro tears in the skin, irritation, redness, or even pain, especially in the more delicate skin of an older man. But the impact goes beyond the physical. Many blokes start noticing that when they're with a partner, they struggle to get aroused or reach climax because their body has been conditioned to unnatural stimulation. This can affect your intimate life, create frustration, and reinforce emotional disconnection. The solution isn't to stop masturbating. It's to modify how you do it. Start by loosening your grip. At first it might feel strange or less intense, but it's just a matter of adaptation. Use a natural, fragrance-free lubricant to reduce friction and protect your skin. Breathe deeply, relax your body, and shift your focus. Don't think about finishing. Think about feeling. Explore different rhythms, textures, movements, as if you're rediscovering your body for the first time. Over time, this more conscious practice not only restores sensitivity, but also improves circulation, reduces stress, and can revitalize your sex life in a more complete and connected way. Mistake number 3. Ignoring your emotions. This one's more subtle but just as powerful. Many older men make this mistake without even realizing it, ignoring their emotions when they're connecting with their body. For years, entire generations grew up with rigid ideas about sexuality, that it was dirty, forbidden, or shameful. And while your body ages, those beliefs are still there, silently influencing how you touch yourself, how you desire, or how you reject yourself. Heaps of blokes feel shame about still having sexual desire, or they feel uncomfortable with changes in their body, the softer belly, looser skin, slower response. They wonder if they should still be masturbating, if it's normal, if it's okay. And that doubt becomes tension. That tension becomes stress. And that stress kills desire and arousal. But here's a truth we need to remember. Pleasure isn't just experienced in the body, it's also built in the mind and heart. If your mind is full of guilt, your body can't relax. If your emotions are repressed, your breathing becomes shallow. Your blood doesn't flow properly. Your energy gets blocked. The solution? Compassion, self-acceptance, emotional space. Talk to yourself the way you would to someone you love. Give yourself permission to feel. If you need to, find someone to talk with, a therapist, a doctor, even a trusted mate. Practice meditation or simply breathe deeply and acknowledge what you're feeling. There's no weakness in needing support. There's courage in looking at yourself honestly, because when you release that emotional burden, your body responds too. Desire returns, pleasure softens, and your connection with yourself becomes more authentic and fulfilling. All right, now let's get practical. Here are 5 steps for safe, healthy masturbation after 60. On screen, you'll see these numbered so you can take notes if you want. Step 1. Hygiene first. Wash your hands thoroughly before you begin. If you're using towels, objects, or any surfaces for support, make sure they're clean. Your intimate health starts with basic cleanliness. No shortcuts here. Step 2. Choose the right environment. Find a quiet, private space where you can be relaxed without fear of interruption. Your intimacy deserves a safe space. Lock the door. Put your phone on silent. Create an environment where you feel completely comfortable. Step 3. Use proper lubrication. Get yourself a natural lubricant without fragrances or harsh chemicals, especially if you've got sensitive skin. This isn't optional, it's essential. Lubrication not only prevents irritation but also improves the experience by reducing friction. Don't use random stuff like soap or shampoo. They can cause irritation. Invest in a proper water-based or silicone-based lubricant. Step 4. Listen to your body's signals. During the practice, pay close attention to what your body's telling you. Is there any discomfort, burning, pressure, swelling, or persistent pain? Don't ignore it. These are signals that could indicate inflammation, circulation problems, or even a condition related to your prostate. If you notice any of these symptoms, especially if they persist, make an appointment with your GP or a urologist. Better safe than sorry. Step 5. Make it a mindful ritual. This isn't about perfection. It's about intention and respect. Turn this moment into a ritual of connection with yourself. Even if it's brief, this can make a huge difference in your emotional state, your vitality, and your self-esteem. Listening to your body, caring for it, and attending to it with kindness isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Now, I promised I'd answer some of the most common questions I get asked. So let's tackle these head-on. Question 1. Can masturbation cause heart attacks or strokes? Fair question, and I'm glad you asked. Masturbation is a form of physical activity, similar to light to moderate exercise. For most men, even those over 60, it's perfectly safe. However, if you have serious pre-existing cardiovascular conditions, any physical exertion, including sexual activity, carries some risk. If you've had a recent heart attack, stroke, or have uncontrolled high blood pressure, have a chat with your cardiologist about what level of physical activity is safe for you. For the vast majority of men, masturbation is not only safe but beneficial for cardiovascular health because it promotes circulation. Question 2. How often is safe? There's no magic number that applies to everyone. Some blokes might feel good doing it a few times a week, others less frequently. What matters most is how your body responds. If you're feeling sore, exhausted, or if it's interfering with your daily life, that's a sign to pull back. But if you're feeling fine, energized, and it's contributing to your well-being, then you're probably right where you need to be. Listen to your body. It knows. Question 3. What about women over 60? Brilliant question. And honestly, I'm so glad people are asking this, because it shows we're moving past old taboos. The answer is absolutely yes. Women over 60 also benefit from masturbation and sexual activity. The health benefits: improved circulation, stress reduction, better sleep, hormonal balance, apply just as much to women. I'm actually planning a separate video specifically addressing women's sexual health after 60, so if that's something you'd like to see, drop a comment below and let me know. The more people ask, the more content I'll create around it. Question 4. Should I see a doctor regularly? Yes, regular checkups are important, especially after 60. Annual prostate exams, blood pressure checks, and general health assessments help catch potential issues early. If you're experiencing any persistent pain, difficulty urinating, blood in your semen or urine, or significant changes in your sexual function, don't wait for your annual checkup. Book an appointment straight away. Early detection is key with so many conditions. You're not broken. You're not past it. You're in a new stage of life. One that doesn't need to be compared to the past, but lived with more presence, more awareness, and more self-love. As we age, our bodies change. Yes, but that doesn't mean decline. It means transformation, evolution. Your sexuality doesn't disappear. It simply asks to be lived differently, with more gentleness, more time, more connection. Perhaps this is the stage where you can truly get to know yourself without the rush of youth or external expectations. Pleasure hasn't gone away. It's just waiting for you to approach it with a different perspective. More compassionate, wiser, freer. Care for your body like you'd care for something sacred. Love it unconditionally because you deserve to feel alive, whole, and worthy at any age. And when you leave shame behind and embrace acceptance, well-being flows, energy returns, and you reclaim the power to enjoy your intimate life on your own terms. This isn't the end of anything. It's the beginning of a deeper connection with yourself. And that, my friends, is an act of courage. All right, folks. That's what I wanted to share with you today. If you found this helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button so I know this content is valuable to you. Drop your biggest question or concern in the comments below. I read every single one, and I'll do my best to answer or create content around the most common questions. And if you reckon your mates could benefit from this information, share it with them. Sometimes the best conversations start with a video like this. If you want to see more content about sexual health, whether it's for men, women, or couples over 60, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I'm planning content on intimacy and relationships after 60, common myths about sexual health, and yes, that video specifically for women that so many of you have been asking about. Remember, your health matters at every age, and there's absolutely no shame in taking care of yourself. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, mates.